And we're back. Welcome. Welcome. We're hitting up the old sad Conehead Blasphemous game here. We made it to the Peak Chapel, and we defeated the second boss that we need to defeat in order to get through the gates, the second half of the game. Yes, welcome. Before we do anything else, we need to complete this area as much as we can. I think what we're going to do is we're going to check out this left section and this southeastern section here. I have a feeling this just leads to the elevator at some point. We're going to go check out the left area first. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Oh god, already it begins. I guess I need to be more proactive about those ghosts. I am happy to be back playing this though. It's a satisfying game to play. Also, last time I upgraded one of our skills to get this thrust attack. Completely forgot about it. Once you get higher attack power later on in the game, that thrust can one-shot dudes. Oh, that's right, this room. Ah, can't get me down there, can ya? Oh. I'm gonna lame it out there. No need to risk anything. Small bead of blue wax. Tiny pebble of melted wax of a dusty cerulean. Cries from tortured zealots still reverberates inside, and it slightly strengthens the wearer's fervor. It's the same description as the ball of red wax. This one just boosts your fervor. Yep. Probably don't need it equipped right now. At least not until we can get a bigger rosary. We might put on this piece of golden mask, because I know the next area we'll be going to has plentiful flame. so any defense against that would be mighty handy. That's a room where the thrust is one of your best options when there are a bunch of enemies lined up in a row. And as I suspected, the elevator. Now we can make it up here. Ah, more health.
Tomad el siguiente de mis dolores profundos.
Much appreciated. So let's see. I want to check back with the tree at the beginning of the area. See if we can do anything with it. Because either we can give it a quest item, or I've completely botched the quest line because I accidentally entered the area earlier without completing it before leaving. Oh man, do I have to go back across all this crap? Gonna grab that. Remains of Tentudia's hair. Now we leave. Remain of the thorned hairs of the novice Tentudia that were isolated from the rest so she could not receive a holy burial. Tentudia spent several years in that nunnery, and as she grew up, it became harder and harder to hide her hair. It wouldn't stop twisting and growing thorns, and the blood from the wounds it caused her did not take long to stain her pure white habit. The nuns, upon realizing, were frightened by it, and soon began considering her cursed and a heretic, just as the parents of the girl had feared would happen. Continuation of the story we read about earlier. Oops. Gonna try to bypass as much of this as possible. Right, so we can't get up there because we don't have that item for these brambles. Give the golden thimble filled with burning oil. Yes.
Siento el óleo hirviente entrar en mis venas, mezclándose con la helada savia. Ya no puedo oír al resto, solo el crujido de mis huesos, de mi piel.
Okie doke. Well, guess maybe we botched that up. Unless they changed it since the last time I played. This is the last time I played. Questline was really bizarre in that you would fail it if you so much as entered this area without completing it. I'm not really a fan of that kind of game design, where it's just, oh, sorry, you should have known this obscure thing was also a trigger. Oh, we got an item. Frozen olive. Summer fruit trapped in an endless winter. Born from an olive tree turned into a prison. Its frosted oils bolster the wearer's defenses when their strength is nearly exhausted. As Gemino traversed the path of the frozen olive trees with the rest of the damned, toward the terrible hollow metal statues where those that awaited would die abandoned, he stepped barefoot on a fallen olive that had not yet disappeared under the snow. Without drawing attention, he picked it up and squeezed it in his hands, knowing it would be the last thing he treasured. So cool. It'll, an item that raises our defenses if we get low in health. Don't know that I'll use it, but at least it's another 0.02% on the completion chart. We can go down there. The portal is... I think it'd just be less work to go this way. These guys are easy tiers. I'm not chopping up these poor souls here just out of callousness. It's we've got the item, the relic equipped that'll give us no more tears every time we break an item in the environment, and they technically count as an item, an object. Oh! Excellent. Welcome to the rest of the stream. Let's see if this is paid off at all. Our constant donations. No, it doesn't look like it. Guess that means we should pour more money into it. We can't trust in the sunk cost fallacy. What can we trust? Give him Tentutia's carnal remains. Sure.
Esta pobre zagala. Numerosas lágrimas cayeron en su beato nombre. 1000 plegarias no aclaran si el milagro doloroso es o no una manifestación de la verdadera santidad. Sin embargo, en nuestro corazón no hay duda de que ella fue injustamente castigada. Encontrad los siguientes restos. La orden os bendice.
Give him remains of Tentutia's hair.
La orden os bendice, penitente en el silencio.
No, that's all I had to say about that one.
Encontrad los siguientes restos.
That was a hefty amount of dosh. Let's pay some of that back. One day. One day. And now that we have this, our ranged attack. Oh, let's see if we have anything to turn it
El
in.
milagro nos está llevando.
Oh. Nabbit. There we go. Free! I don't believe we have anything that we can send to the dream. We have an empty bile vessel. Right, and these items are just part of a separate quest line. Bone time, it's bone time. Looking good. Looking pretty nice. So what do we want to do now? can get our extra bile flask down here. And then go back up to the next area. It'll be the Bronze Frontier. Oh no. Yes, we want to fill up an extra vial vessel. Nope, don't need the restoration. I wish I remembered where the Three Stooges was. Is that him? It might be him. I'm not convinced I need to upgrade my flasks yet. Still don't have that much health. But we have 4 vial flasks. And unfortunately, we still cannot get the extra items in this area because we don't have the jump boots. It'll let us jump in the gross puddle water. There he is. How's it going, Mo? Oh, that's right, we need more Quicksilver.
Traedme el azogue.
And a heck of a lot more years. Forget that. Now we're on to the Mountains of Endless Dusk. Oof. Oh, forgot to check down below here. Come on, throw your thing. Yep, item. Metacarpus of Hodges the Blacksmith. Blacksmith Brendan Hodges forged some of Custodia's most beautiful weapons, wielded by the Anointed Legion themselves. Destiny wanted it to be one of his weapons that killed him. Well, what'd you get going into that kind of business? He's an arms dealer. I know this is a trap, but I will show you the trap. There it is. Gotta get behind him. Not so bad, but when you're not expecting it, it can really, put a damper on things. Oh, come on. Boss time. Oh, thanks for that. I was casting my spell, man. Where are you going? Oh, that's right. We have a charge attack. Oh wait, we won. Yeah, not a tough encounter. So we get an item later that we can put into the middle of this burnt tree. But don't have it right now. I think that boss right there has something to do with the additional content that was added. Lore-wise. But I'm not certain, I'm just making things up. Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh, penitente. Recorremos sendas extrañas bajo el mismo cielo, sin más oficio y sin otro nombre. Soy clamado redento, peregrino descalzo de la orden de los genuflectores. No toméis como ofensa el no miraros al rostro, pues siempre estamos inclinados para no desviar nuestros ojos del camino. Es esa nuestra antigua regla. Nos encontramos ante Hondo, la gran campana enterrada erigida al revés, para que su tañido hiciera vibrar la propia tierra y se extendiera hasta territorios lejanos. Ahora lo que Hondo resuena es un profundo quejido trino, que viaja en ecos por sus largos círculos en espiral. Mis pies desean cruzar al otro lado de este antiguo valle para continuar al siguiente destino. Oh, pecados míos, ¿quién me podría socorrer?
Oh, who could help me? Certainly not this man with the sword. Thanks for throwing your problems onto me, buddy. Oh, Oh, forgot about that. Much like the cistern, there's some jerk in here who's activating these little bells. You want that to stop. You gotta deal with him. Scapula of Carlos, the Executioner. His hatred for people was as great as his love for animals. When he was ordered to execute a dog that had bitten a bishop, Carlos refused for the first and last time. Oh, I feel a kinship with Carlos. There he is. Oh. It's the squadron. Now, I'm not sure what these little flying faces are supposed to be. I suppose they're supposed to be the Moonchild Cherub analog. The corrupted version, if you will. Oh. I guess we can't climb up there. Whoops. These flagellants are chumps. As long as you keep attacking them, they won't do anything. Yeah, we want to go this way. And we'll open up this shortcut. Keep it moving. It's not the most visually stunning. Oh. It's not the most visually stunning area. Although, this scene right here. But I really like the setting of this level, or this area. A massive bell that was built upside down. Just a terrific idea for a gothic game like this. Oh, right, this. Video games, there's always got to be some kind of elevator where tons of dudes shoot at you from the sides. Feels like they take less hits than they used to. Vertebra of John the Gambler. Known for his gambling skills, many believe that John von Gammermin's fate was guided by the high wills. The day his luck ran out, so did his life. Well, if you're using all your luck points playing cards, eventually it's going to come back to bite you. Another empty bile vessel. Anything over here? Yes. Fill that vessel up. This is not the last time we'll see those gears and glasses. For the statues, which are holding up one of the massive chains for the bell. And we do that again. Alright, puzzle. Oh, we did it. I am a genius! And I got another rosary rope. And I still don't know who to take it to. I don't know if we can reach him. Oh, we can. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, yeah. Smash your head in that wall. Forget about me. We didn't forget. Oh, that's right, we can't get this. Waste of time. Bit of a shortcut. Don't particularly need to rest, but it's handy. Good. Another empty bile vessel. I must be crazy. I don't remember getting this many bile vessels at the beginning of the game. Hey man, we turned on the walkway.
Sois la respuesta a mis plegarias. La Orden agradece vuestro auxilio. Poco me aprovecha permanecer aquí. Id con el Padre ahora, penitente.
Thanks for the fourth toe of limestone. Toe from the statue of the first barefoot pilgrim. Fourth toe bore the memory of his partner, so as not to forget bitter times, reducing dodging cooldown. Finally, he said, a genuflecting pilgrim will always walk alone. It is a solitary path that will grant him constant meditation and understanding of what it means to be a pilgrim in the land of the miracle. For that is our rule. Then he got up and looked at all of us for a long time while we remained silent. Then he left, and we never saw him again. I like reducing dodge cooldowns. Protection against lightning. Just put on the red wax. I think it gives extra health. Yes, it does. The more bits of wax you find, the larger a mass. And the larger a mass, more powerful the relic. It's simple math. Definitely want what's down there. Dried clove. Rare and fragrant spice coming from distant lands. Trading caravans stopped traversing these stony roads long ago, making this item a rare discovery. In the past, it was highly prized for its strength and poultices and bombs. It was not just hearsay anymore. The illness had reached Albero without warning. The outbreak and punishment of the miracle, so often discussed, came through a young man who arrived in our small congregation full of fear, wondering what his unforgivable sin had been to receive such a condemnation. Ah. Always with the ranged attacks. Brilliant tactical rule there, guy. So, where is this? Alright. We're back home. Oh, I think this is where we trade in our rosary rope. Ah, and a mea culpa upgrade. So now, let's get the improved lunge. Yeah. Yeah. We don't want to travel yet. But it's handy. Get it? Handy? Handy.
No temáis a mi cuerpo, que tanto claridad y oscuridad atraviesa, ni a mi rostro desfigurado entre estas rejas de oro. Soledad por nombre, fui encerrada por orden de su santidad en esta jaula que luego el milagro se encargó de ornamentar. La alta voluntad me ha otorgado la oportunidad de ayudaros, mientras mi cuerpo siga siendo una llama azulada. Esperaré dormida que me entreguéis los nudos, para que mis manos de humo los engarcen, ampliando así los misterios de vuestro rosario.
Here you go.
Ahora dejad que mis dedos anuden un nuevo misterio. ¿Tenéis más nudos para mí, penitente?
Sure do. Take some more.
Volvé cuando poseáis luz sin pecado. Volvé sin pecado, corazón.
Now we can equip 2 more relics. I'm sorry, not relics, beads. More defense. Get some more tears. Hey, you made it.
Momentos amargos nos vuelven a unir, penitente. Un muro infranqueable se interpone entre nuestros pies y nuestros santos destinos. ¿Habrá alguna bendición que nos sane este pesar?
Poor guy, gotta help him again. Another guilt statue. This is more of an obstacle course, I'm recalling. Oh. I don't like jumping from ladders. Never like jumping from ladders. Metatarsus of Rikusu, Traveler. Almost no details of his background are known, but those who crossed his path claimed later that Ricusio carried a small, strange, luminous plate that emitted a faint voice. We've improved our bead of blue wax. Hey, friend, look. The way is open.
No soy digno de vuestra infinita compasión. Dichosos somos los que la encontramos. Rezaré por vos y agradeceré al Maestro este bendito encuentro. Ahora mis pies marchan hacia santas prohibiciones. ¿Cómo un simple peregrino puede atravesar semejante fortificación? Oh Padre fraterno, oh Maestro de peregrinos, ¿cuán imposibles son tus siguientes pruebas?
There's a bit of a parallel between this character, this traveling monk, and the Knight of Katarina from Dark Souls. And that you're constantly having to open the way for him so that he can proceed. He can't do anything on his own. There's a right up there. Now he's gone. Vanished like the wind. Now we return to the bell. So we have to go down here, deal with these Moonlight Child wannabes. I don't know if I'm going to bet any money on this actually being a thing, but it does feel like jumping around is a lot smoother. Platforming in general. Oh, you jerk. Forgot about that. Yeah, so those bell guys, when they hit the sides of the building, they'll knock you off if you're hanging on with your sword. Dang it, another giant area. Vertebra of Lindquist the Forger. Wherever a bell rings in Custodia, its sound owes its existence to Lindquist. This forger never saw his bizarre magnum opus called John Doe completed. He's the guy that made John Doe. Massive bell. Okay, rosemary. Bunch of aromatic herbs not common not long ago in the forest of the Holy Trail. Today, however, their scarcity makes them increasingly valuable, especially for those who discern their healing abilities. Confessions of Terso, Part 5. Congregation members witness to the phenomenon watched in astonishment and fear except for one of our sisters, who knelt beside me and, without fear of contagion, kissed one of the terrible sores that the affection had caused on the young man, and the wound began to close. The brothers fell to their knees amidst tears and prayers. Needs more money from the clerics. Oh no, I think we needed to turn on that lever before we came here. Crap. Free the moon, baby! Well, that's done. Question is that the last chain? Ah, crap. I missed the chillins. Heart of the Holy Purge. Sword core, blessed with the fervent prayers, can be inserted into mea culpa, increases tears of atonement reaped, but prevents the use of bile flasks. A legend of mea culpa, the sword of guilt. It is said this stone statue covered with petals was once a young woman who, tormented by a deep feeling of guilt, struck her chest with the figure of our Father, asking him to be punished. The miracle manifested itself in the figure of the Father, emerging from her a wide and long edge, a great rooted sword, which pierced his guilty heart to later transform his body into stone. That sword was called mea culpa, an allusion to the last words of the young woman. So this is the farming sword core. You decide to go into an area and just murder for experience over and over again with no fear of dying. And that's the core you use. Because it doesn't matter if you can't use bile flasks when you know there's no threat. Hey, more Quicksilver. Echoes of Salt. Don't remember this place. Don't remember this place at all. Interesting. The whole new area? Beneath the earth, the paths are misleading. This is the lie that haunts these tunnels. You have to tell me that again. The howl of the wind and the roar of the waves can be heard, and yet there is no wind or sea. Not even the blue flame atop the masts burns our hand. Let's keep exploring. We'll get back to the bell in a moment. If you're wondering what I'm doing, when you down slash an object, you'll hop into the air a short distance. And so I'm trying to hop across here. He's not grabbing on the ledge for some reason. Grab the ledge, please. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, finally. Fire enclosed in enamel. Glossy metal, which holds a wildfire of the purest of whites. Jewels like this used to be hung from the main mast. Capture the bright lights that appear on the high seas. It aids the connection with the miracle, accelerating the use of prayers. Neat. Might be handy. Ooh, that is a lot quicker. That is pretty handy. A lot of the times you'll try to use prayers during a boss fight or... Oh, okay. Graboids. Try to use them during a boss fight or some intense duel. And the animation will just be so slow that you'll end up getting hit as an additional price to pay. Oh. This is where it leads. Then I wonder what connects this gate down here that's closed. Supposedly this cistern. We can't get through there yet though. Not much down here, all things considered. Perhaps the true secrets lie behind that gate. Gotta save the chillin'. And again, we're not gonna rescue all of them. We're gonna rescue enough. Or attempt to rescue at least enough to get the special reward. Special. Oh, we want to go up. Grievous ascends. General Kenobi. Indeed, it is the groan. It comes from the deepest core of this place, slithering in spirals, growing with its own echo, distorting amidst the bronze embossings. Cry of something intertwined throats born of a single penance, a single morning. Light hardly ever reaches here. Only the cold and the groan. I wish those text boxes for the dead folk just work to the same way all of the other NPCs' text boxes work. So that it wasn't a race where I'd get through the text. Which can be flowery at best. And I like flowery. Just give me an extra minute to read it. Got some herbs to turn in.
Misericordioso seáis, penitente. Con vuestra aportación la obra de esta cofradía continúa.
Ooh. I think that was about 1,000. Have some more. You got the tears, I got the goods.
Seáis, penitente. Con vuestra aportación la obra de esta cofradía continúa.
That was 2,000.
El milagro nos está.
Thank you for your contribution.
Encontrarlo.
We could go improve our bottle flasks. Because we have a quicksilver now.
Agraciado corazón sea. Con esta plata yo bendigo la mixtura que recuperará vuestra sangre derramada.
$7,000 tears.
Traedme el azogue, el que es capaz de brotar bajo nuestros pies en cualquier lugar por capricho del doloroso. Y lo mezclaré con la bilis de vuestros matraces.
I do remember there being a bit of poison in this area. Just a smidgen. So we'll take the opportunity. Oh dear. Come on, let me up there. This is not working. You'll notice that if you get hit after you're in the middle of the animation for healing, you'll automatically heal back up, even if you don't finish playing the animation. It's very forgiving. What is not forgiving is taking poison damage and automatically getting knocked off the ledges. Now I have no health. I have to go back. There is a way to get through that. There's a relic that gives you immunity to poison. Oh right, the rapier ghosts. Got a perfect parry him. That was bizarre. Yes, yes. Come, face me. What? Hey. Hello? This is why it's vital that you get the blood sand at the beginning of the game, or else you end up like my first playthrough, where you're just stuck, unable to get half of the items you come, or half of the secret chambers you come across. Can't access anything because you don't have the blood. It's my hyper gamer pro tip. The Blasphemous. Hyper gamer pro tip for competitive Blasphemous. It was a good try. Man, it wouldn't make me get that. Frontal of Martinus to something. The rope maker. Artisan Martinus Hafnia was unjustly accused of selling brittle strings and sentenced to be hanged with one of his own creations. A very sad day he regained his honor. It's one of those catch-22 witch trial situations. Oh, you make poor ropes. Gotta be hanged. But if you're innocent, then your rope will hold you up when we hang you. Silver lung of Dolphus. And this is what we wanted. Organ preserved in sparkling silver with plenty of filigree. Cardinal Dolphus melted his spoons in a pot, looking to escape jealousies with the Argentine concoction. Protects the wearer from poisonous miasma. Confessions from Dolphus Part 1. What's the use of gowns? What good is the gold from rings? Only the purity of silver that once was embellished possesses the graces of the miracle. Silver should not be seen. It should not be worn on the outside of the body, but on the inside. Let it embellish the flesh. Let it adorn the skin. Yeah, about that. I don't know if you can do that without problems. Now we're free to touch all the poison we want. Is this the poison? No. There we go. Revenge! Not a rosary rope. I'll take it. Where are we going? Oh, to the right there. I missed that doorway. I'd go ahead and rest at the shrine, but yeah, I really don't want to fight all these enemies again. They're a pain in the ass. Looks important. Looks very important. Too important. But I will rest there. Another bramble we can't use. Oh, is this the egg? It is. The fur egg. It's basically a horrible Clive Barker Hurry. Do you want to offer up the torn bridal ribbon?
Con este lazo rasgado, yo rechazo esta unión con mi prometido. Con este velo, cubro mi rostro en luto por el amor muerto a mi prometido.
Need one more offering. You remember there was a tale about Tentudia with great hair. Luxurious Bath and Beyond hair. Can't leave these ghosts alone. They refuse to leave you alone. Imagine trying to do this area without the silvered lung. Protects you from the Dachshund. Well, I don't have to imagine, because that's what I did. I completely missed it, much like the blood sand. I did everything the hard way. Melted gold coins. Come on, cherub. Work with me here. 3 gold pieces melted into a distorted mess that never loses its shine. Number 3, I was there. I bore witness to that creation. The hairs of the sisters grew and braided, wrapping around them, making a terrifying crunching noise until it covered them completely, shaping itself as an egg made of rough, knotty hair. We're gonna go revisit the Furby from Silent Hill. See what happens when we offer up these coins. Nothing good, I assure you.
Con este oro que se funde entre mis dedos, yo rechazo las riquezas de mi prometido. Penitente en el silencio que invocáis mis 3 voces. 3 hermanas se abrazaron en una, realizándose un milagro doloroso llamado altas gracias. Este óvulo esconde algo nuestro que aún se mantiene inmaculado.
Yep. And nothing to say about that. Egg of Deformity. Hirsute egg born of abomination. Its hairy shell hides unfathomable mysteries from prying eyes. Cruelty of a broken promise shaped Alta Gracias. And the affliction made her sorrows into flesh. We will enclose our voices inside this egg, our tongues that endlessly twist and grow in order to escape, knots of a freedom we never had. Our hair will cover this own ovum with cold until the heat of embers makes it hatch. Do you recall, chat? Do you recall a certain nest of embers? A wooden nest of embers. In a scorched out tree.
Penitente en el silencio. ¿Necesitaréis mi favor en vuestro siguiente cometido? Aquí permaneceré si cambiáis de parecer.
And again, we will reject her help so as to maintain her beneficent beauty. I barely remember this fight. Let's hope it goes well. Oh, forgot about that. Oh no. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, I don't remember that fight being particularly difficult the first time either. Might be because when you swing your sword into multiple, like two or more of them, it does more damage? I'm not sure. What is that? You guys see that? Like these little bat wings? Outline of these bat wings? What is that? That's weird. I don't think that's supposed to be there.
En nombre del suplicio mayor y de los hijos del milagro, que el oro de mi rostro derrita y borre la contrición de vuestra alma. Corazón de la culpa, regresad ahora del sueño.
We have the final holy wound.
se os ha permitido conocer la faz de la contrición. Penitente en el silencio, tras haberos humillado ante los santos rostros custodiantes, la puerta al final del puente del Calvario se ha abierto. Cruzad ahora su umbral bajo la férrea mirada de su santidad. Los penitentes cargamos con una culpa tal que quizás la aflicción nos da un segundo aliento. Pero no os confiéis. Puede que entre plegarias nos llegue reptando sigilosamente algún día.
All right. Elevators. All right, health. Give me one of them swords.
Tomad el siguiente de mis dolores profundos.
So as you can see, there were items down there that we passed by on our way up that we cannot acquire now. At least I don't think so. But perhaps later we'll acquire an ability that will allow us to jump down here and see what that's all about. Was there anything else we wanted to do? We did the egg thing. Oh. We can go, plant the egg. See what happens with that. Dash attack is so powerful. What core are we using? Virtuous Pain. Probably use the Heart of Saltpeter. Because that has no downside, and increasing damage when your health is close to nothing is, in my opinion, a better upgrade than a lot of people take it for. You can see this type of upgrade in other Souls games. I think it's pretty good, because a lot of times when you're playing these games for the first time, you'll fight a boss and you'll only just barely beat that boss. You'll be on your last, you know, half or quarter of your health bar, and you'll have no flasks or healing items left, You'll just be able to hack that asshole down. But if you have something like this, where you are trying to struggle on your last bit of health, the extra attack damage might be what tips you over the edge and changes the fight from a defeat into a satisfying win. But, no, you know, not as useful if you know what you're doing and don't ever plan on having low health, which is the ideal, right? Offer it up. And we leave, and we return, and what is this? Hatched egg of deformity. So yeah, we have that now. Isn't that grand? It's grand. Don't remember what we do with it. In general, if you're playing this game, it gives you a good feeling of discovery and progress. It always tends to lead you in the direction you need to go, find particular items for either quests or advancing the story. It's not to say all the items are so easy to get if you're a wanton explorer. Just that many of them are inconvenient places. If you're somebody who likes to reveal the entire map of an area. There are, of course, quest items that are way out of the way in this game, and some pretty obtuse puzzles. You want to call them puzzles?
Encontrarlos.
Let's finish this by giving to our favorite box of woe. And pay off those student loans. And with that, we'll bid adieu. We have all 3 of the holy wounds we need, and so next time we'll be able to pass right through the gates and see what the next half of the game has to offer. Because we're about halfway through, I think. So until then, thank you for joining me.